G'day Pickleball family. First thing to know, as shared on the Dink Pickleball newsletter, should this be allowed? This year, the insertion of more foam into paddle courts has been a major topic of conversation. As these paddles are being rolled out to consumers and used at the pro level, concerns are growing louder. Foam is commonly placed around the edge of the paddle to provide more stability and expand the sweet spot. Recently, a handful of paddle companies have begun to use foam in new ways throughout the core. These foam layers create a trampoline effect, which adds significant power. Further, the paddles tend to increase in power with use. Even if they pass initial inspection, the paddle's power can ramp significantly within a single match. The concern is that the paddles are so powerful that they, 1, fundamentally change the way pickleball is played, 2, accelerate unsafe level. Surprisingly, or maybe not, paddles leveraging this new core technology have so far passed both USA Pickleball and PPA Tour testing standards. But most pickleballers aren't convinced. Some pros claim that power has increased by as much as 50%. And it's no longer just the pros who are experiencing this. Amateur players across the country are sounding the alarm. It's hard to blame the manufacturers who are, at the end of the day, trying to sell more paddles. Regulation has fallen behind the rapid advancements in paddle innovation. Some heavy hitters in the game, including Ben Johns, have called for an exit velocity test to set the limit, but it might be too late. The problem in a situation like this is that you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. Since the paddles have already been approved and distributed, any decision surrounding their legality will have major financial ramifications. Second thing to know, as also shared on the Dink Pickleball newsletter, collegiate power rankings. The college game is growing in the US every day. Even schools across the pond in England and the UK have picked it up. Nationally, in the US, one state is leading the charge. DUPA, Dynamic Universal Pickleball Ratings, released its updated power rankings for college teams across the nation. And the top 2 squads both hail from Utah. Quickly closing in the top 10 is the University of North Florida, who jumped 5 spots this month. These teams are preparing for the DUPA Collegiate National Championships this November. The Team National Championships will follow the ML Play format, with co-ed teams of 4 competing together for the title. But players also have the chance to earn a national title on their own. The Collegiate Individual National Championships are less than a month away. At this event, players compete as a doubles team and or singles. This allows players who might not be strong enough as a team of 4 to prove themselves individually. The deadline to enter is quickly approaching, but students looking to compete have until May 22 to register. The CINC will take place at the Pickle Lodge in Cincinnati, Ohio, June 1 through 2. Thanks ever so much for making it this far into the update. Please be sure to hit subscribe and like, comment and rate on the platform you're watching or listening to it on, so this and future episodes can be found by and shared with other fellow pickleballers. Third thing to know, as shared on patch.com, $2 million donation to help inflate Ron Saslow Pickleball Dome. An upgraded indoor sports facility is scheduled to open in Highland Park, Chicago, Illinois by next winter, according to Park District officials. The new inflatable structure will replace an existing air-supported dome, first installed in 2009 and due for replacement. The land is owned by the city, but managed by the Park District of Highland Park as part of a 99-year lease, while the existing dome is owned by a private party and rented out through a concession and site agreement that expired last month. Last fall, Park District Commissioners issued a request for proposals and received 3 responses, including an offer of a multi-million-dollar donation from a Highland Park resident who runs a private equity firm and pickleball franchise. Ron Saslow, founder of 35 Capital, last year formed the Chicago Slice, a Major League Pickleball MLP team he co-owns with Chicago Cubs owner and fellow North Shore resident Tom Ricketts, supermodel Heidi Klum, and others. Saslow proposed a restricted donation agreement to pay for a portion of the Ron Saslow Pickleball Dome. The new inflatable dome is estimated to cost a total of $4.2 million, with Saslow kicking in $2 million and some of the remainder of the money to be contributed by the non-profit foundation that supports Park District projects. As we begin planning for this outstanding indoor facility, I am filled with immense pride and excitement for the future of pickleball and padel in Highland Park, Saslow said in a statement. This project embodies a commitment to fostering an active and connected community. I can't wait to see our residents come together, engaging in these dynamic sports throughout the year, regardless of the weather. With substantial upgrades and improvements over the current structure, the new dome is due to be about 66 feet tall, including about 52,000 square feet of space, and feature advanced heating and air conditioning systems to allow for year-round operations. It will include 10 courts for pickleball and four for padel, both of which are among the fastest growing sports in the world. The Saslow Pickleball Dome is also due to include a cafe, pro shop, and accessible restrooms. We consistently hear from our community members about the need for indoor pickleball courts, said Park District of Highland Park Executive Director Brian Romes. With this new facility, we're responding to that demand and enhancing our recreational landscape. The donation agreement with Saslow was finalised in December, and City Plan Commissioners approved site plans in March. Up to $1 million of the cost will come out of the Parks District's own funds, and the city budget will cover up to $500,000 to build new sewer and water facilities there. For the remaining amount, up to about $700,000, the Parks Foundation and Park District are seeking donations and sponsors, said Park District Communication Director Liz Gagola. Park District staff said they are working to relocate sports programs that still use the existing dome. Converting the old structure into a vibrant year-round facility aligns with our goals for the site and expands our recreational offerings in the community, Recreation Director Nikki Baird said. Fourth thing to know, as shared on nrn.com or Nation's Restaurant News, Chicken and Pickle leans into the powerhouse pickleball trend. Chicken and Pickle opened in 2016, well before the massive phenomenon that swept the country post-pandemic, and is now reaching a stage of growth. Pickleball may be the leisure craze that's sweeping the nation, but Kansas City-based Chicken and Pickle is modestly proud to have been around since before the sporty trend made such a racket in Americans' lives. Founded in 2016, the 10-unit concept is an indoor-outdoor entertainment experience that is equal parts chicken destination and playground for all ages. We always say we want to be the top golf of pickleball. Chicken and Pickle President Kelly Aldridge said, "We're not real fancy. We want you to come in your comfortable tennis shoes, hang out, and really spend several hours with us having fun. That's our goal." Chicken and Pickle was founded by Dave Johnson after, during a visit to Arizona, he spotted a game of pickleball for the first time. Aldridge said that Johnson was amazed by how, no matter what time of day you walked past, the pickleball courts were always full of people playing and having fun. He was very drawn to the community aspect of the game, Aldridge said. That being said, his favourite restaurant is in the Cayman Islands and it's called Chicken Chicken. So he had one of those visionary light bulb moments of, I want to create a concept that combines both of these things. Thus, Chicken and Pickle was born as a true new generation entertainment concept. This wasn't a pickleball court with a food court attached to it as an afterthought. In addition to multiple pickleball courts and yard games like life-sized Battleship and Jenga, all locations offer a chicken-centric menu that's very chef-driven and locally sourced, Aldridge said. Food is a priority. She said, I think people are going for the full package. They want activity, they want to be entertained, and they want a place where they can gather that's different. But people walk onto our property expecting a bar food menu, and they're blown away by our offerings. Additionally, Chicken and Pickle has an interesting relationship with technology. While customers are encouraged to leave their phones behind while enjoying outdoor sports and getting in some sunshine and human interaction, technology helps facilitate the ease of playing and eating on and off the courts. If guests open a tab at the restaurant or bar, that tab follows you around all over the property, Aldridge said. Another crucial aspect of the Chicken and Pickle brand is the brand's community and charity-oriented operations approach. Aldridge said that each of the 10 locations, and growing, have a community impact coordinator whose job it is to make sure that Chicken and Pickle is serving through through fundraisers, donated space, and partnerships with organisations like the Special Olympics. The Chicken and Pickle Foundation has purchased sports wheelchairs for its growing para pickleball program. We've really realised over the last several years that everyone can play this game, Aldridge said. The humble side of me would say we capitalised on the pickleball craze, but I do think we helped launch the game of pickleball by introducing the sport to a lot of communities that may have heard of it but never played it before. In the future, Chicken and Pickle hopes to keep growing, with locations 11 and 12 currently under construction and 6 more locations coming in the next 2 years. Paddles up.